Hi everyone, I'm Devano Jinkalan, and in this presentation, our group will explore key aspects of development in late adulthood, including nutrition, chronic conditions, and brain functioning. But first, I will give you an overview of this stage. So, late adulthood begins at age 65 and continues until the end of life. So, it's currently the fastest growing age group both in the US and globally, often referred to as the graying of America. During this time, individuals go through many changes physically, cognitively, and emotionally. So, late adulthood is divided into four age groups, and with people living longer, new challenges like caregiving, healthcare needs, and ageism are becoming more common.
Nutrition. Nutritional needs in late adulthood. Caloric needs decrease due to lower metabolism and activity levels. Nutrient dense foods become essential to meet vitamin and mineral needs. Protein intake is important for maintaining muscle mass and strength. Fiber helps support digestive health and prevent constipation. Calcium and vitamin D are crucial for bone health and fracture prevention. Older adults may need B12 supplements due to reduced absorption. Hydration is vital. Thirst sensation often decreases with age. Limiting saturated fats and added sugar supports heart health. Common nutritional challenges in older adults. Common nutritional challenges in older adults can be caused due to the appetite loss due to medications, depression, or illness. Dental issues may affect the ability to chew, limiting food choices. Living alone may lead to less motivation to cook or eat balanced meals. Poor vision can interfere with cooking or reading labels. Chronic diseases like diabetes or hypertension require dietary adjustments. Promoting healthy eating habits in late adulthood. Encourage regular small meals throughout the day for sustained energy. Include healthy fats like olive oils, nuts, and avocado. Involve older adults in meal planning and preparation when possible. Promote regular nutrition screenings by healthcare providers.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Elijah Irabor, and on today's presentation, I'll be going over the chronic condition in late adulthood. On this presentation right here, I highlighted major key points of the chronic illnesses ongoing around this age for late adulthood, typically the age of 75 and above. All right, so the major key points are the chronic illnesses that are ongoing. Typically, they're incurable or increases with age, and then about 90% of adults age 75 have at least one chronic condition. Chronic conditions become more common as people age. What's definitely striking is the dramatic increase in prevalence from midlife to late adulthood. And this right here highlights the importance of taking care of your health as young, from middle age all the way to late adulthood. That way, when you get to this age, you have maybe possibly nothing, no illnesses to deal with. That makes it a lot more easier. And then on the right hand side, you can see the most common chronic conditions among this age. The most common chronic conditions are like the high cholesterol, which is about 58%, and then the hypertension, arthritis, cancer, diabetes, and so much as you can see on the presentation. This number gives us a snapshot of what older adults are dealing with. Conditions like arthritis, as you can see, that is 48.7%, diabetes, which is about 20.5%. All these are particularly impactful because they often concur and lead to functional decline as they age. All right, on this slide, we'll be explaining key conditions of concerns, which are three mainly ones for this late adulthood stage, which is cancer, heart disease, and COPD. Cancer makes up about 60% of new diagnosed, and 7% of cancer deaths occur in the ages of late adulthood, which is 65 and above. Treatment complications increases due to fatality and common diaries. All right, and then the next one is the heart disease, which is leading cause of death in older adults. These three conditions, which are the cancer, heart disease, and COPD, are not just common, they are deadly and complex. Managing them in older adults requires sensitivity to the aging body, chondritis condition, and mental health. These three conditions are definitely the most popular causes of um, death among the late adulthood. COPD includes chronic bronchitis and it affects approximately 15 million Americans. So, this right here is the common conditions that people in late adulthood faces as they get closer to 75 years and above.
Hi, my name is Casey, and my part of this presentation is brain functioning. So, as we age, the brain shrinks by about 5 to 10% between the ages of 20 and 90, especially in the prefrontal cortex, hippocampus, and the basal forebrain, which are the key areas of the brain for memory and decision making. White matter loss slows down communication between the neurons, and synaptic density decreases, which impacts processing speed. And the brain volume also drops about 5% per decade after the age of 40, mainly in the frontal and the temporal lobes. Key chemicals in the brain like acetylcholine, dopamine, glutamate, and GABA decline as we age, affecting memory, movement, and learning. In the hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, and the basal forebrain are especially vulnerable and are linked to executive function and memory recall. And this slide explains more as to what these chemicals and regions of vulnerability are responsible for. The older brain adapts by creating new pathways, and this is explained by the scaffolding theory of aging and cognition. Older adults show a reduced lateralization and use both of their brain hemispheres to stay sharp, and their neuroplasticity allows the brain to adapt to these changes and maintain its present state. Cognitive reserve and lifestyle effects. Cognitive reserve helps us protect against decline and is strengthened by education, exercise, and social interaction. Activities like volunteering, being active, and mental challenges can help preserve memory and processing speed as we get older. And a couple neurodegenerative conditions to take note of are Alzheimer's disease, which disrupts memory and function due to plaques and tangles that damage in the hippocampus and the temporal lobes, and drops in the chemical acetylcholine. And Parkinson's disease results from dopamine loss in the substantia nigra and leads to motor symptoms like tremors, and may begin to affect attention and executive functioning, but can be treated with L-DOPA and deep brain stimulation.